Welcome back guys. So in this video we will see that uh, how remove method and put all method will work. Okay, so you know that how to create the object of hash map. I have shown you all way of creating the object of hash map. Then I have added some record to the hash map, and I am removing one object from the hash map by calling remove method. So the remove method, whatever object you will supply, whatever key, basically it will take the key of that. Okay, so whatever key you will supply, your record, your entry will get removed from the hash map, and then I'm printing the hash map, right? Then I'm creating one more hash map, and like you have one put method, right? Similarly you have something called put all method. So put all method, what it will do, it will put all the record from map 1 to this map, from map 1 to this map, and again I am printing it so that you can differentiate how put all method will work. So there are two methods to add the record to the map. One is put and one is put all. Put all. Okay, so these two method you can use to add the data to the hash map, and then you have something called put if absent, right? You put only when if that is not present. So how this will work is this also I will cover. Put if that is present. So let's say on the map I will write like this, and value I will write put if absent, means if the data is not present, right? And then I will write one more where it is 80. So what will happen, this guy, look at the return type of this method, press Ctrl, click on this. So the return type is the object, return type is the object, right? What is the return type of this? It is the object. So go here and print this. Whatever you are adding, that you can write in the system output println, because it has a return type. And then you also, whatever you are adding it here, you also try to print both the method. So there are three put method. One is put all, which will actually add to collection, and one is put if absent. Let's see that how this outputs will come, because by analyzing the output we will understand everything. So look at this console. This is your original map. Okay, you have added the record in the original map. Then you are calling that remove method. If you remember, we are calling it remove method. So when you basically remove, the remove method, when you perform, when you go to the remove method, press Ctrl, click on remove method, the return type is the value. Look at here. What is the return type? V means what in the map? Value. So whatever key will remove, the value for that key will get returned. So we have in the print statement, that is the reason when I am removing test1, what is the value for test1? A, right? So if you look at here, A is getting returned, and then you are printing the map again, right? You are printing the map again. Then what will happen? That particular record will removed, the entry will be removed, and this is your output, right? Your this guy got removed, test1 got removed, and then this is the output. Now look at here. What we did, we created another map, okay, and we did map.putall map1. So whatever in map1 you have, okay, whatever you have, it will put to the previous map. Guys, one more important point. If the key is duplicate, so let's say in this map you have same key, test1, test2, test3, 4, none of the data will get added to the first map, because the thumb rule is always key should be unique. So if your second map has the same key what your first map has, then your data will not get added, okay, which also I will show you. So now look at the output after adding the second map to the first map. See, this became the output. It's a big output. So whatever you had, test 4 3 2, so test 4 3 2, and then what happens, this all record from the second map came here, right? And you know that hash map will not maintain the insertions order, so you never know at what positions what record will come. You cannot predict, hash map will not. This is done by the tree map. Now look at these two output, guys. Okay, D1 and then null. What is the meaning of D1 and what is the meaning of null? We will focus that. So D1 came, right, when we went and when we are trying to add this put if absent. So what is the return type of this method? Put if absent. The return type is again value, right? The return type is the value. So whatever key you are going to insert, if the key is already present, okay, it will give you the value and it will not do anything. If the key is not present, you will get null value. That is the reason when we are trying to do this, when you are trying to perform this guy will not get inserted, because your map already has this test 8 as a key. So it will give you the value D1, and the 80, whatever 80 you are talking about, it will get added and you will get value is equal to null. Okay, because for 80 in the map, in the previous map, this 80 key was test 80 key was not present. Just to show you, after that I will try to print the map again. After adding this put if absent and put it absent, we are adding that to more record by using that put if absent method. So I'm printing one more time. Now look at the output. So after this D1 null, look at the output. This is your output. So your test 80 got added here. Test 80 got added here. Why I am saying that test 8 did not get added next time? The reason being is already this key was there. So when the key is already present, the method itself says that put if absent. So it will not do anything, because for this test 8 key, what was the value? Put it absent, right? The value was put if absent, but it is showing you the D1 only, test 1 8 D1, which means it did not do anything. It did not do anything, right? So till here you are clear, guys, right? Now after this demarcations line, which is nothing but this is the output of, just I have changed hash set to the linked hash set, nothing else I did. In the linked hash set, same remove method you can perform. It will remove the record, it will return you the remove method return type is the value, so it will give you the value for the record. And then here also, when you do put all method, the put all method, what it will do, it will actually add both the map, it will add both the entry of the map, and it will give you the final one. Now again here, if the key is duplicate, so let's say, just to show you, what I will do here is I will keep the same key in the linked hash map, because conceptually both are same, it will work in the same way. And one I will not keep there, 8 I will not keep there, okay. And here I'll keep a different value so that you can differentiate. Now let me run that. You can see that if the key is duplicate, it will not consider that. Look at the output. So this is your output. If you look at, right, test A1, test 2B, test 3C, test 4D, test 5 A1, test 6 B1, and test 7 C1, right? Then what happened? This is your first linked hash map. This is your first linked hash map. Why I am saying that? Because you have added all the data in the linked hash map and you are printing the linked hash map. Then we performed remove method of test 1. So this guy will get removed from the map. So test 1 will get removed. So this guy will get removed and it will return the value for that. So A is getting returned, and after that again we are printing here linked hash map. So again if you print that guy will get removed, and this is your output. So test 1 got removed and this is your output. Now you are adding that test 5, 6, 7 and 8. So the problem here is already here test 5 is there, test 6 is there, test 7 is there, okay. Test 5 is there, test 6 is there, test 7 is already there. So look at here, the interesting part, what you will understand here is, if the key is duplicate, okay, look at this, what happened, test 2, test 2b, test 3c, test 4d, right, and test 5 was there. What was the value earlier? A1, but in the next map what was the value? A11. So you can see that the same key got replaced, okay, and the value also got replaced. Look at here, the value also got replaced. The reason here is why it got replaced, because when you are going to add test 5, yes, your hash code will be same, okay, because it's the same string, your hash code will be same, but you know that when you add the data in the map, only the this let's say what we say, so override will not happen only basis of hash code. So go to the put method now. Again, try to focus, click on the put, control, press control, click on put, go to the put value. So what happens here, focus on this method, it will check for the hash, okay, and then it will compare the key, it will compare the key, okay, it will compare the object of the key, okay. If this hash matches, and key matches, if this both matches, then it will do E is equal to P, okay, E is equal to P, which means whatever you had the previous one, it will get overridden with the new one. What is the P? P is the new object, E is the previous one, it will get overridden. E is equal to P. So you can see that here your object is same, test, your hash code is also same, and you are not overriding the equals, you are not overriding the equals in your code, right, in your code you are not overriding that, so it will get replaced with the new one. Now if you come back, that's what it happened. Now look at the output, your key was same, so your hash code was same, your object was same, the key object was same, so what happened, it got replaced. So the latest value is equal to A1, again here it was B1, the latest value is equal to B1, and the test 7, the value is equal to C1, and then one more got added, test 8, which is new in this, but it was not here, right. So earlier why did I say like it will not add, which means it will not go and add a new key, like you can understand what I was trying to say, that it will not go and it will not make like test 4D, test 5 A1, test 6 B1, test 7 C1, it will not do like it. What it is doing, that it is keeping the same key, value is getting changed, okay, because it will not keep like, okay, for this key the value is A1, so keep this record, and for this key value is equal to A11, for this test 6 value is equal to B11, it will not do that, okay, it will just go and refresh. I have shown you the logic also, so it check for the hash code, if the hash code is same, okay, then what it will do, it will check for the object, if the object is also same, okay, then it will go and replace it. So how this works internally, we need to understand, right, how this works internally. For 1 and 2 example I will show you. So just write CISO, and from this map you do dot get, and then you write key is equal to, so I need the key, right, so okay, just to show you quickly I will run a for each loop, okay, on this linked hash map. Linked map, return type is equal to this, okay, yeah, what is the problem, okay, I cannot run like this, so I can do here dot entry set, ENTRY, I can write here also guys, no problem, okay, I can write entry set here also. Then what I have to do here is I have to write here entry, entry I have to import, so better I will not import that. In that case, what I will do, I will go here and I will create a local variable. It will be entry of a string. Okay, now run a loop here, dot get key dot hash code. Okay, hash code I will print, and then I will also print value, get value. Okay, now I'll copy this and I will also run here. So here it is going to be map, nothing else it will change. Linked map, yeah, cool. So look at that, what happens. Okay, see, look at here what happened. This is your actual hash map. You are running a loop and you are printing the hash code. So this is the value. So do one thing, do not print the value, you will get confused. Instead of value, what you will do, you will print a key. So that key is the one which will give you the more idea. Okay, so you are running a for each loop, on the map, and you are printing that hash code and the key again on the second linked hash map. This is the map and this is the linked hash map, and where we did put all method. Okay, one mistake guys, one mistake. So run loop here after doing that put all method, right? Where is our put all method? Here we have put all method here, right? And one record we had here. So basically we are going through linked hash map. So linked hash map one we have printed here, and then we did same put all here. So before put all, we will run this. I will explain you will not get any confusion, don't worry if you are getting confused. So basically this is the linked hash map. We have this record added. I'm running a for each loop. This will print the hash code and the key. Then we did some removal, that's fine. This is your linked hash map 1. Here also I'm printing that hash code and key. I wanted to show you what happens when you have the same key in the two map. So both the map has the same key. So how data will get replaced, that's what I wanted to show you, right? And then you are doing that put all after that. So before put all, I will print this hash code and the key so that you can understand. And here I will not run that. In the map I don't want to do that. In the linked map I will show you the same will be applicable for the hash map also. Now focus in the output. So this is your first linked hash map. Okay, for test 1 this is the hash code. So focus majorly here, test 5, 6, 7, which is common in both. So again what happened when we added the second linked hash map, when we were adding the data, if you look at for the test 5, 6, 7, hash code is same guys. Can you focus here? The test 5, 6 and the test 5, 6, 7, the same hash code. See, these are the very important questions they will ask you in the interview. So please try to understand these kinds of concept. Okay, so test 5, 6, 7, also here test 5, 6, 7, same hash code, right? So whenever the hash code is same, and what is the object is also same. Test 5, test 4, test 5 and test 6, test 5, test 6 and test 7. So basically these 3, 5, 6, 7 and 5, 6, 7. So in the string, when you use the same string for the two object, it will point to the same object in the non-constant pool for the string, right? You are aware of, like for the string, when you create the two object with the same string, it will point the same object in the non-constant pool, right? When you don't use new operator. That is the reason the hash code is also same, the object is also same. What it will do, it will replace the data with the latest one. It will replace the data with the latest one. That is the reason when you look at the output, what is happening is, in the beginning this was the output. Okay, for the 5 6 7 the value was A1, B1 and C1 for 5 6 7, but when we added the second linked list, what happened? The key is same, key is not getting changed. So if you look at here, the key is not getting changed 5 6 7, but the value is getting changed. The reason is your hash code is same, your object is also same. So as per criteria, this object will get replaced. That's what happens in the put method. When you go to the put method, press control, click on put method. When you go to the put value method, first it will generate the hash code, this put value method. When you go to the put value method, if you go to this line, it will check if the hash code is same, if the object is also same. If both are same, it will replace your the new whatever new value you will have, it will replace the old one. Okay, that is the reason key is the same, but if you look at your value is getting, so basically what happens, your object will get replaced, right? So key and value both will get replaced. So the key is the same, you are not able to make out the difference because key is the same, so you cannot make out the difference, because here also 5, here also 5, you cannot make out the difference, right? 5 here, 5 here. So how you can make out the difference? By looking the value A and A11, here B1, B11, here C1, C11. So with this I will close the video, and now you got complete understanding of how this key gets replaced and in what conditions your value will get, your object will get, key and value will get overridden. So with this, that is the reason I have shown you by writing that the hash code and the key. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this. Please do a practice of this example. Thank you once again.